Good morning, students. In chapter 3, Weather and Climate, our today's topic is Elements of Weather and Climate. If it is remembered to you that in previous class, when we studied about the difference between weather and climate, we come to know that weather is affected by the various factors such as temperature, rainfall, humidity, pressure, winds, clouds, etc. are there. And the climate is the long-term observation of the atmospheric condition of the weather such as the temperature, wind, sunshine, etc. So it means that the weather and climate both are the activities or both we find in the atmosphere. So just recall a little our second chapter, atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is a huge blanket of air which surrounds the earth. And earth is the third planet from the sun. It is the only planet which has an appropriate or proper distance from the sun. And on the earth, the atmosphere is there. Atmosphere consists of different gases such as the nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. And in the presence of these gases, there is a life on the earth. Life exists on earth. When life is there on the earth, the living beings are there. The human beings are there. When human beings are there, they have the different social economic activities. And those activities just depend on the various elements which are the elements of weather and climate. Which are they? Temperature, atmospheric pressure, prevailing winds, humidity, precipitation, sunshine, clouds. These are some of the elements of weather and climate. Temperature, atmospheric pressure, prevailing winds, humidity, precipitation, sunshine and clouds. Now we discuss one by one each of it. First is the temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is the term used to express the intensity or the degree of heat. It is the intensity or degree of heat. From the temperature, we measure how hot or a cold place or a thing is. By touching, we can come to know how hot or the cold a thing is, and even the place when we visit near the equator, we find it is very hot, and when we reach near to the poles, we find it is very cold. So it is because of the heat. And from where do we get this heat? The sun is the only natural source of solar energy on the earth's surface. The sun is the only natural source of heat on the earth surface. And the what it just reflect, it is the insolation. The heat of the sun which is received by the sun or the solar energy is called as the insolation. The total amount of the heat received by the surface of the earth is called as insolation. And the radiation that sun reflects, radiation of the sun has three components: infrared rays, visible rays, and the ultraviolet rays, UV rays, ultraviolet rays. Infrared rays is there by which we feel the hotness or heat. Now, the earth, the sun, there is an unequal distribution of the temperature or the solar energy on the earth's surface. The whole part of the earth do not receive equal temperature. There is an unequal distribution. Because of what? Because of the spherical shape of the earth and its inclined axis. It is just little tilt on the surface of the earth. On the earth is little tilt. So because of its inclined axis and spherical in shape, there is an unequal distribution of the solar energy. And certain factors are there which affects it. Which factors are there? Altitude, latitude, nearness to the sea, ocean currents, terrain, soil, winds, even vegetation is also there. These are certain factors. As altitude, at what height a place is situated. According to them, that the temperature is there. As we move up or when the height increases, the temperature decreases. So the altitude, at the altitude, because the temperature affects. Then at the latitude also, these are the latitudes, depend upon the sun, how the radiation of the sun. At what latitude the sun rays are just reach to the earth. It direct reach to the equator and but receives a little less heat near the poles. So on the latitude, nearness to the sea, how far or close the place is liquid situated to the sea or the ocean. Again, the temperature affects. Ocean currents also. The ocean currents, just when they are near the poles, then there is a cold current. When it is near the place is situated near the equator, there is a warm current. According to that, there again the temperature, effect of temperature is there. Terrain, about the location of the landforms. What it is, the location of the landform means The place is situated either on the mountain, the plateau, or on the plain. So what is the topography? Winds, soil also is affected by the temperature. Then winds and the vegetation also. According to the temperature, the vegetation, the type of vegetation or the plants grow there. So the amount of a heat received at any place depends upon the duration of sunlight. How much time the sunlight reflects at that place. So it is affected by the temperature. Temperature is measured by an instrument which is called as a thermometer. It is known to everyone. The instrument which is used to measure the temperature is called thermometer. Now the next is atmospheric pressure. As we know that air has weight. Air has weight. So it exerts pressure. Air has weight, it exerts pressure. So atmospheric pressure is a pressure that the atmosphere exerts on the surface of the earth. And this pressure varies from place to place and time to time. The pressure varies from place to place and from time to time. This variation of the pressure, this variation in the pressure from place to place is because of the difference in the heating of the atmosphere. Heating of the atmosphere. As we just studied about the temperature, that the earth does not receive equal solar energy at the same time everywhere. So there is an unequal distribution of the solar energy on the earth. Because of that, there is a variation in the pressure. When air expands, it creates a low pressure area. And when air expands, when the temperature is high, so it expands and creates a low pressure area, and therefore there the temperature is high. Whereas when the temperature is low, the air becomes heavier and denser, and it creates a high pressure area. So what it means? There is an inverse relationship between temperature and pressure. Higher the temperature, lower the pressure, and higher the pressure, lower the temperature. And the difference in the air pressure causes the movement of the air. This difference in the air pressure causes the movement of the air. The severe weather conditions such as the tornadoes, thunderstorms, cyclones, all are associated with the atmospheric pressure. And the instrument which is used to measure the atmospheric pressure is called as mercury barometer. So today we studied about the temperature and atmospheric pressure. In next class, we'll cover the rest of the